that.
Okay. Road? No.
If we go to the road right now, so that gives us the road.
Okay.
Hello, road. So you could hear us now, but it won't stream that.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. There you go. Hello, everybody. Can you hear us now?
Go back to Twitch.
The question is whether back, gone, hello, and gone again. Now, yes, sort of. Yes, sound, yes. Good evening, Baz. Greetings from German North Sea. I'm too fast. So, so you can hear us, but for some reason this OBS.
And also.
Oh, look at that! It's on OBS. It's on the desktop again. How weird is that?
Just press OK.
I don't understand the way this is set up. So you're getting all of this. You're getting all the audio.
But now you don't see scroll cam. You just see us again.
Ah, you see both of us. Dun 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 dun. We can have squirrel cam as well, though. I can do that. I can change squirrel cam. We kind of want squirrel cam, don't we? No, you know what? Screw cam. Screw it. Screw it. Let's just get on with our damn stream. So once again, I have discovered the joys of moving things around. So I don't know if you can tell, we're in a slightly different location today. Slightly different part of the fan cave. I think, Baz, you still need to go even further that way, I think, a little bit. Unless we can, wait a second, can I do this? Does that help? Not worse? Better. Ha! Worse? Better. Okay, so that, it actually makes sense entirely that, makes entirely sense that this wouldn't work today because nothing has freaking worked today.
Dad, we're too quiet.
So how do I up that? Will that help? How's that? Is that better? How's that for sounds? Shout a little louder for those of us in the back, please. Need sound louder. Still louder? Still louder? Not much. Yeah, we got lightning. We got all sorts of fun stuff going on. Okay. So this is, I see. Okay. So this may be where we get into the issue with the OBS.
Great. It sounds great.
Does it sound great?
Yeah, apparently it sounds great.
Let's get a general verdict. We're not in Baz's room. Sounds fine, says ICS. Sounds great. Is Baz okay? He looks a bit off. Yeah, he's dealing with a really grumpy dad right now because we've just had like the crappiest morning. Oh no, he's on Baz's old table in the fan cave. Exactly. Well, no, I'm not. I'm actually back on my desk. I've moved my desk. Cal, do you like the sound? Is the sound sounding okay? Flashing lights in the background. Yes, this is the audio input lights. Volume is low here, but it might just be me. No, everyone else is saying the same thing. Louder would be better. All right. Sound is good. Okay, Cal says sound is good. Still kind of low for everyone else. Perfect. A little louder would be nice. That's nice.
Alright, we can't go to
I don't. Doesn't seem like we can for some reason. There's this little baby right here. This is our mix, right? This is what we're actually putting in.
Gosh,
Built-in output.
So much worse than Windows.
Built-in output. This is the capture device. It's going to capture the built-in output. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So that sounds fine. And I see we're not. I guess that's us at full now. That's the full volume. That is all I can do in the way of volume at this point, I believe. But I will check. Let me just check. Isn't this fun? I never want to move ever again. And this is one of those things that I'm working on is to just basically, the whole point of this is to set up and then just freaking leave it alone so I don't have to deal with it anymore. Oh, look, I can actually go above 100. So I could go to like 120. Does that make a difference? How's that now? How's that for sound? Is that going to be exciting sound for today? All right. I just came back from watching some D&D. Woohoo! All right. So what else we got? Check the position of the mic. Yeah. I love the way it's always like, try talking louder. Okay, so today. Oh, wait a sec. You know that Stargate will be leaving Amazon Prime as of tomorrow? Well, get this. So I am doing this. We're going to do a stream of The Storm. Baz is feeling awful because he was bitten by 1,000 mosquitoes. We were woken by the dog a million freaking times. I'm at a point now, I'm so tired and I'm so done with the dog at this point that I'm seriously considering taking her back to the pound.
63 mosquito bites for me.
63 mosquito bites. There you go.
And 17 on my face.
So she's been, Huzzah is lovely, but she's been very difficult. She's biting, she's barking, she's chewing, she's basically everything you could possibly do, which would be fine if she was a puppy, but she's a year old, so she's very, very difficult, and we're struggling with whether we are going to be able to.
She was never trained out of teething when she was a baby.
Yeah.
So
you may need to get closer, bud, because I don't think they're going to hear you.
She was never trained out of nipping or anything.
Yeah.
When she was young, so she still knows that is a good thing, and that's how apparently she shows affection. And
she shows affection by removing limbs at this point.
And also by being all playful, but it's a little worrying for us because we don't want someone like a baby or like a younger person.
We're very worried about her around kids, so like the dog park and all that kind of stuff. So, and also around Baz and his friends, because some of his friends like to play with a dog, and of course you play with a dog that wants to remove your limbs from you. It's a little difficult. I would say move over that way again a little bit more, and then I won't stand in front of you quite so much. I think I can do that. Is that all right? So we're in grumpy mood, which is a perfect time to watch me get beaten up by Robert Davi, basically, is what I'm saying. So, we know it's difficult to have a dog. I've had two dogs in my life, both of which were trained within an inch of their lives. We've started training on her, but it's just kind of exhausting because she's just not letting us sleep right now either, which is tough. Baz is managing. How late did you sleep today? Don't scratch. Oh my God.
I had a Benadryl yesterday, so I'm
He had to take a Benadryl because he looked like the Elephant Man.
I am so out of it today because of that Benadryl.
Really?
It knocked me out. Dad, I'm having a hard time keeping my eyes open.
Really? All right, we won't do that again then.
So that Benadryl really knocked me out. So I went to bed and woke up at 12.
Yeah, it was about noon. No. So I was awake at. Well, I was woken at 4, and then about 5, and then 6, and then 6:30, 6:45, 7 I gave up. I took the dog out. Of course, she has wonderful diarrhea, which I then spend the next half hour hosing up. I'm then attacked, and blood is drawn. Then we went for a walk with Jane. We had a big argument over the dog. I was like, that's it! This is supposed to be bringing us together. It's tearing us apart! So as I say, I was the one who said I don't want a dog again because I felt like we'd done the dog thing and I loved my Mars bar and I was sort of done. And I was voted out, but I may start exerting my what little authority I have. But we're certainly going to do some.
And believe me that I have been trying to stream actually a while, but yesterday I was just I've just been so out of the mood of seeing people right now because I feel really, really ugly with all these
It does feel weird having things all over you. Yeah.
So that's the only reason why I didn't stream.
To be honest, you can't even see them from here.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Good thing.
But yesterday you were it was because they were all swollen up. His head
also,
looked
I
Yeah.
put my hair on the other side just so that it would cover up the mosquito bites for
Ha.
time.
Stir Fry Crazy says, grab some ice cream and watch Marley and Me. I read Marley and Me. I love Marley and Me. Yeah, so I'm mutiny at this point. This might be the wrong dog for you. Well, that's what I'm worried about. I really hope it's not. I hope she's not, because she's an absolutely lovely, lovely dog. But I'm worried that she needs like a big space to run around and needs a lot of attention, right? Yeah, look, lazy dogs are fantastic. Mars was an injured dog, basically. We got him and he had bad hips, and in fact, the dog we were originally trying to get was the same thing, had bad hips. And they were like, oh no, she's gonna have a lot of problems. We're like, yeah, no, that's fine. We're used to that. We know how to deal with that. And then because
that dog was also a very nippy dog.
Oh, really, as well?
And did not like people.
Ah, interesting. Okay, so then I'd get along really well with her because I don't like people either, right? I don't like dog people. That's the other thing is, what is it with dog people that they have to tell you all about what you're doing wrong with the dog? Like the number of people who've sort of said, "Oh, well, you're doing." Someone was using all these terms and stuff on us the other day, and I was just like, "Oh, for God's sake, just talk! Like, stop all the lingo." And like, it sounds like the computer nerds trying to make stuff sound really complicated. So, anyways, she's a lovely, lovely mutt, absolutely wonderful mutt. But she is. We'll see how trainable she is. She's very smart, so which is maybe part of the problem. She's smarter than me. Maybe that's the problem. She's just smarter than Dad. That could be the problem. So we're watching the storm. We've had her for about 4 days now. So, David, are you a cat person like on Atlantis? No, Jesse McKay, I am not a freaking cat person. I've had cats. I don't like cats. I like other people's cats, but I don't. Yeah, cats are just way too independent. And this dog may be very similar to cats in a way because she grew up. She was on a reservation in Manitoba and was basically just running free. So very sickly, very sick. But unlike Mars Bar, not scared at all of lightning and thunder. In fact, she went out. She's like, "Ooh, it's raining," and she decided to go out in the middle of this like massive thunderstorm that we're having. So yeah, if we lose power, you'll know why. If we lose sound, it's because I've been dicking around with the way things are set up. But if we lose power, you'll know that it's because because it's because we've been struck by lightning or something. All right, who's being rude? All right, where are we at? ICS Brad. Cats suck. It's only rude to cats, and cats, let's face it, are pretty rude. Again, cats are beautiful, but yeah, stop scratching. Everyone's like, stop scratching. It'll come up. The more you scratch, the worse, and they can get really horribly infected because you're horrid wrong. Oh God!
Hard not to scratch.
Oh dude, those are horrible.
I know.
Oh Jesus!
And they're all over my body.
Go put some stuff on them now. Why don't you go put some of that cream stuff? Well, it will.
I've done it 3 times.
Yeah, then scratch it all off.
Yes.
Do you want to go put some on right now? You got a whole hour of the storm to get through, and you can't be scratching because people will be watching, calling you on it all the time.
I won't.
All right. You gonna leave them alone? Seriously, leave them alone. They look so sore, buddy. Yeah. Okay. All right. Or you can get something else to play with your get something to put in your hands to have you want a chew toy? You want a chew toy? You want a bone? Have a bone. Oh my God. All right. Do you have your headphones on? No. Shall we start watching this show? Our rescue was untrained and in sad shape when we got him. He's old, lazy, and calm. But they have to work for you and your lifestyle and in your home in order to be able to get to that point. Yeah, no, I know. And I look, I'll definitely try for her as long as I can. But just right now, this week, especially because you're not sleeping. Not sleeping is, I think, the thing that's the killer, is the mind killer. Yes, but we've given her what do we call it? The Bicky game. So she's got a little thing that she has to move things around to get. She solved it in 2 seconds and and then started just chewing it. Then we gave her the giant bone, which Mom says she's just found buried in, I think, a ball in our laundry. So it looks like she's gone and put it in the laundry. So yeah, she's fun. Yeah, the toilet training, she's pretty much toilet trained, but the thing, strays and she's a stray dog, obviously, basically, was running out on basically a wild dog at this point. She's like Coyote. So we've had a number of accidents, which is like, oh my God, Baz, you need to leave it alone. Okay. I'm serious. Okay. You really do. Okay. This is your daddy voice, right? This is like the Baz, get off the ball. But seriously, because they will get infected. They look horrible already.
Well,
to be
one's
honest.
already infected.
Some
so-
bad parenting already. I don't understand how they could possibly have bitten you as much as they did. But anyways, okay. So we're starting the storm. Everybody, sync up your DVDs, your iTunes, your Amazon Prime, your. I'm gonna start doing what I do.
The ones that I've already like destroyed.
That's it. I'm gonna start just rapping you on the knuckles every time you do it. Toothpaste or a dab of vinegar. Really? Go try some toothpaste. Yeah, put toothpaste on it. It's minty. Or polysporin.
Minty bug bites. That would
Yeah.
be like, oh yeah.
Let me put it this way: if you scratch again, I'm kicking you out, and you have to go and put stuff on them. All right? Oh God, they look so sore. Just stop it. Toothpaste is for burns. Well, they're basically burns at this point. A hot spoon. What the heck? Hot spoon. Baking soda paste. Oh my God, everyone's got advice. Vinegar, alcohol, mittens, alcohol. Oh my God, there's too many Listerine, ice out, vinegar, ice, alcohol, Marmite, cold pack, chicken, pizza, pepperoni,
Marmite.
the head of your small dog. God.
Marmite. Someone said Marmite.
Vodka. Spray bottle every time he itches, squirt him. Yeah, I wanted to try this. I looked up the spray bottle for the dog, and they say it's bad for them. It makes them aggressive, so I'm not gonna do that. Alcohol solves all problems, doesn't it? You know, I'll tell you a story. I don't really drink that much anymore, or just about at all. But Baz the other day made, what did you call it?
Salad.
A salad. He made us a salad, which is a gin martini that was so freaking good. It was like
It's on my hand.
Doesn't matter.
I can't touch my
Exactly. You
hand.
can't touch anything. That was a slap. You call child services now because there's going to be a lot of these. Oh, look, his face.
Yeah, literally.
All right. Insect bite. Sought all this advice, says Orange Lightning. Spray bottle doesn't work for cats. No, they'll just like attack you. How is Baz the bartender? He's a really, really good bartender. Oh my God. I was saying like the best. He's got the skills. He's going to be like, if he wants a job, well, he could just work for me. Dump him in the freezer. What, the whole kid? Chicken and noodles for dinner, food tease, says Xenos. Chicken and noodles? That seems kind of mild for you. That seems kind of like, he's the Baz tender, says Groves Baz. Like, go put some stuff on. Seriously, you can't be scratching like that.
No, I won't. I will
Yeah.
not. I will
All
not.
right. Okay.
I hate curtains.
All right, the whole kid. At least he won't itch anymore. It's true. We don't have to watch him itch at that point. Okay, let's start this thing. So we're watching The Storm. We're gonna wrap this up in 2 hours because guess what I'm doing after this? Stargate Phoenix. I'll be
Playing D&D.
playing D&D, but the new RPG game with Wyvern.
I'll be competing.
It won't be live streamed because I think they wanna show it at San Diego Comic-Con or something. But I just like it because I get to play the game and get an understanding of how it works and stuff.
You've got to teach me.
And then I have to teach
I
Baz.
want to invite some friends.
Exactly.
Like Cal
Right.
and Jack, maybe.
Yeah, I'm sorry, James. It's like a little closed, like almost like beta thing, and they just want to have like a few of us try it out. And so I said yes, I would try it out, and I got through most of the manual. They haven't really finished the manual yet. It's like in beta mode, so there's like numerous sort of identical pictures and stuff, but they're working on it, and there's some fun stuff to play with. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they do it and what we're doing and all that kind of stuff. So I want to see the system as well. Yes, it will be an interesting system to play. All right, okay, let's watch this. Let's watch this show. So, excuse me, we're at 000. I'm gonna burp up my lunch, and should we go for play? Is everyone ready? Is anyone actually streaming this for people? Is anyone on? Often it's Pixie Rose. No problem. As I said, if you want a Gate Master, yeah, I know. No, I want to, James. We're playing together for sure, James. But unfortunately, this one wasn't sort of open to everyone. It was just apparently for this Comic-Con thing. So we'll see if I can embarrass myself for them for Comic-Con. I get to go back to finishing my health ed initiative. Well, that's fun. I won't have any brain cells left by tonight. This is my 2 hours of happiness. Joy. Oh, it's the Relax House. Are you supposed to talk about this? Talk about what? I don't know. Am I not supposed to talk about this? That's interesting. I don't know.
Has anyone seen Ghost of Tsushima?
What is that?
It's the new game.
What's the new game? Oh, that one you were playing?
It's basically it's kind of like Breath of the Wild, but much more violent and samurai.
It's gorgeous. It was the one you were playing. Yeah, I saw you playing on. No, I saw you watching it on YouTube. Is it? But it's like an open world game as well. Oh,
Cavalier.
Cal's like heck yeah. So you playing it, Cal? Are we skipping the recap? What recap? Oh, like previously on? Oh, I don't know.
Previously on.
I don't think they have that on ours. Oh, they might. You know what? There might be a recap because we're dealing with a Janai again. They might do a recap. All right, stream's ready to go. Thank you, Spinner Breaker. We're gonna start. On your marks, get set, and play. They call themselves the Janai. Can you hear? You can hear? Yep. They look friendly enough, indeed. Oh, we can look at either screen. Look at that. What do you think? Oh. You know, if only people could learn to keep their secret underground hatches locked. Ooh, they were going to test their first atomic weapon. But then they wouldn't rescue people from the hive ship. Oh, look at that. Ooh, the Wraith data device. I forgot about that. Luckily, they all use USB. Help me! Oh, he's dead. Yeah. But now we have Janai. Now we have the Janai as our enemies. Uh-oh. You do not want to make an enemy of the Janai. Or do we? There you go. We're in. So the show has started. We're at 108.9. Here we go. It looks so weird on the TV. It looks more old-fashioned on the TV. I feel like they've got, this is when Taylor becomes Taylor. Wardrobe, hair, Taylor, they've all relaxed into it now. Now she's the Taylor that I know and love. The first few episodes, I felt they were really struggling to figure that out. Timestamp. 136, 137, 138, 139. Storms! It's perfect. We have a storm here. It's perfect. I've never seen anything like that. That is a big storm. Jumper 1. They're going to go look at a storm. Uh-oh, the storm breaking up. They can't hear each other. Always a bad sign. Storms always do that, no matter what you're using for communications. Yeah, you're probably right, Grospaz. I think Taylor was... I think they always struggle with the aliens trying to integrate themselves into, us trying to integrate with other alien cultures. Unless, well, I mean, I guess, Jason's character, Ronan, seemed to work pretty well, so... Maybe they're better at writing male roles than female roles. Actually, it's a good point. There were no female writers on this, so yeah. Or there might have been one at one point. But there was no sort of staff female writers on this show. Straight to Atlantis. Everybody's gonna look worried. Dun 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 dun. Ready? Rodney McKay. Rodney McKay. Stargate McKay. He's such a hero. He's so brave. He's so strong and handsome. His planets he'll save. He's Rodney. There he is! Rodney McKay. Rodney McKay. Rodney McKay. Rodney McKay saves the day. Rodney McKay. There you go. You're welcome.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah, you're welcome. Anytime. Yeah. You'll never unlearn that. Yeah. Ooh. I was looking up these computer screens because I thought it would be so much fun to have them sort of going in the background on screens and stuff. You hear okay while I'm talking? Yeah. All right. Thank you for not itching. Hey, it's Slinky! We saw only one. You're wrong. Actually, there's 2 storms. Not just one storm. It's actually 2 storms going. Yeah. And? Oh. They do. Ryan Robbins! Ah. What do we got? Nothing. We've got a lot of laptops. Brilliant brains. Well, brilliant brain. Storm surge. Electrical activity. Yeah. Oh. On YouTube, there's a video of ambient ancient Atlantis sounds. Oh, I like that. Timestamp, please. 6, 52, 57, 52. Sorry, 5. Sorry, I got it completely wrong. This is what happens when you don't sleep. 5, 33, 34, 35, 36, 537. Oh, widespread structural damage. Flooding. I think this was one of those ones where they were like, okay, you can't have McKay talking for 10 pages, so let's get Zelenka in here and make it interesting. I'm so glad they did, too, because it's so much fun. I love that sort of finishing each other's sentences and stuff. It's kind of fun. Or basically arguing the entire time. Yeah. Ooh, I missed that entirely. What's 12 hours? Oh, boy. We plan to have a plan in 12 hours. Well done. Oh, Rodney, you're so frustrating. Save us! I should put this down a little bit so we can actually make sure that you're not scratching properly. There you go. Zelenka seemed concerned because he's...
Oh, no, you moved the camera down so you can see my face.
Yeah, exactly. So I can see if you're scratching. That's what I want. I want to be able to see that. All right, what do we got? There's a storm coming, Baz. Look out. Everyone's got very big, old Dell laptops. I don't really have the right boots for this. Inoculations and wee babies. Oh, this was Garrow. I didn't realize Garrow wrote this one. Oh, good. Garrows are always good. People can't. You know, it's true. They should have done more with Taylor. There's an interesting dynamic there that I don't feel was particularly well
Couldn't
explored.
They all just Stargate out of there?
They are going to. I think isn't that the idea? Here we go. Only for a day or two. Entire population. I feel like he should have been like a vampire or in like a Christmas Carol story. He looks like sort of like, and Merry Christmas to all. Yeah. What are you doing?
I'm moving my phone.
Okay, moving your phone. Very good. I don't like him. I don't trust him because of his bushy eyebrows. Like my bushy eyebrows. Look at those chairs. Yes, exactly. Who else would take it so many people? I'm a complete jerk. My name's Smeeden or something, isn't it? Isn't he like Smeagol or Smeeden or something like that? You just know he's got to be a bad guy, right?
Yeah.
It's true. Ooh. Man. Cratchit is really driving a hard bargain here. And we're going to solve it. Oh, what happened there? Why did it go out? Oh, did we take the tape off? Oh, we did. I bet your mom took the tape off because she thought I'd put it on by accident. Huh, why is there tape on the wall? Or your enemies. Or it could be friends or best friends. Forever. Oh boy. Wait, what's he wearing? What's that giant hat in the background? We'll bring our own blankets. We'll have a big sleepover. You're my central people. We want marshmallows. We want to be able to make s'mores. We'll trade you. We'll trade you for chocolate and s'mores. Ah, evil. Evil guy. Telling you. Smeagol. I think they're going to leave now. Look at him. He could be a vampire. If he suddenly smiled and had big pointy teeth. This is the arguments I always like. Don't chew the cables. You're as bad as the dog. Ah, you're as bad as the dog. Bad enough I gotta stop the dog from chewing everything. Oh boy. I'm always like this. That's my point exactly. Yeah, you see that? You're not pleasant when you're like this, McKay? I'm always like this. My point exactly. I'll use that on Baz. Uh-oh. Yes, we'll gate off to another planet. Good point. Just hop in the old gate. That's a big storm. Yep. Smeeden, that's it. Smeeden.
Smeeden.
My name is Smeeden. Trust me in every way. I am sure. What? Despite what you all think, I'm not Superman. Is anyone else thinking that? No. No. This is where, I gotta say, this is where Garrow shines. Garrow shines in the snappy back and forth. Always has. Great writer.
You're so alone, Dad.
I'm so what?
In this show, you're so lonely.
I'm not lonely. I'm just smarter than everybody. There's a difference. Uh-oh, what's going on here? Uh-oh.
Remember, that's just there so that people can be...
Plot holes. Forget Squirrel Cam. Now we need Scratch Cam. It's so true. It'd be so gross though. You have to watch all the scratchy bits. Hi, I'm talking to you from this, looks like a locker, combination lock. Oh boy. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Dun, 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 dun. Where are we at? We're something to trade, all right. Is it candles? Are you going to trade candles? Uh-oh. Ford's in a hurry. They do? Yep. Even Taylor's finding it hard to believe that the storm could be as powerful. Come on, chop chop, let's go. We've got a storm to outrun. Hazel. Hazel. Not really. Huh. Lightning. Oh, yeah. Ah? We got an idea? Look at us, little blue shirts. I remember running this with David. We ran it over and over and over again so we could get it really fast. And we're slowly moving in on poor Weir. Supercharged halls. We think we can. And it's going to be channeled correctly, of course, naturally. Oh, yeah. Exactly. So the bigger the storm, the better. It's ingenious. Mmm. 80%. Again, so we ran this. I remember running this with David, where we just went over and over and over and over and over again until it drove us mad. Until it became just like noises coming out of our mouths. Yes, a COVID team. A small COVID-sized team.
A 10-person pod.
Tend to get ahead of myself. Ah, see, this is cheering me up.
You and Zelenka are friends.
We're sort of friendly enemies.
Everyone else.
Oh, there you go. My arch nemesis.
Who?
This guy.
Why?
Oh, Robert and I did not get along, shall we say. Here we go. He's going to do some fight stuff. He probably hurt all of those stuntmen, too. Oh, ow. Ow! Oh, that's going to hurt tomorrow.
This is supposed to be like something cool that like...
He's just showing how good a fighter he is, right?
Yeah, but they
and
have
she's going to be a really good fighter.
Guns.
What?
They have taser guns.
Well, they do, but it's just like, it's like a martial arts. It just like, it teaches you... You should be doing martial arts. You'd be loving.
They have taser guns.
You would love martial arts.
They could just shoot.
I know, but you would love martial arts. Look, they have a fidget spinner as their logo.
That this doesn't look intimidating.
Well, because you're used to like watching.
Because they have guns.
Well, I know they have guns, but the whole point is it's about learning. Oh, ow.
Dad, I'm saying that this doesn't look like, oh my god, he's such a cool fighter. He doesn't have a gun.
Yeah. But they're not going to attack with sticks. They're not going to attack us with sticks. Oh, ow, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt. Oh, enough. Oh. Hey! Isn't that the guy from Glee? That's the guy. Isn't that the guy? Who's that guy? It's Cory Monteith. That's it. It's Cory Monteith. So he was from Glee, I believe, and he died. I forgot about that. He was a nice kid. Oh, how did she get a cut in the side of her mouth? Cory Monteith, that's right. I'd forgotten about him. Aw. Yeah. See, Padawan Ryan says it's about learning better agility and reflexes. It's like learning all this stuff, and it makes you a better fighter with or without guns. What's funny is I don't remember how they did this. Did they have like a fan? I wasn't on this, so. Uh-oh. But I feel like they did a good job on making it look like a storm. Like that looks, doesn't it look like it's blowy out there?
You don't want to make me take...
They're not ready. Oh, I love that TV. I think they used the same TV twice. This is the rarest of opportunities. I thought those were his lines on the table there for a second. I thought he's just reading his lines. Hey, we should probably stop at some point, shouldn't we? I realize we're like almost 20 minutes in.
Yeah, sorry.
It's exciting.
Yeah, and I was really tired, so
Colm. I like that Colm guy. And I value that opinion. Oh, dog just went by. Oh boy, we need the Atlantonians. I need them. I can't do his accent. He's got a great accent. Ready your strike force. He's got like a great gravelly. They both have great gravelly voices for sure. Oh boy, and look at that paper, that envelope opener. That is a deadly looking envelope opener. All right, so the next good break, we'll take a break and we'll go and look at some questions and some chatty stuff. I do Aikido. I used to do Taekwondo. I used to love Taekwondo. Yeah, I loved Taekwondo. I can't get Baz to do it though. He's not really interested in it. There's a good break coming up. As soon as they come in. Get that little bass. How many people are staying behind? Oh, we'll find out. Please have a nice glass. Uh-oh. Who's been drinking? Let's get drunk and give away all of our secrets. Smeagol! Whatever his name is. Smeagly. Hey, where's my coffee? Oh, there it is. Barista Baz. Thank you, sir. You're the best. Mm-hmm. Look out for those eyebrows. I've told you, those are not the eyebrows of a man who will do good things. Mm-hmm. I do. Oh boy. Hey, doggy.
Dog!
Hey, there's a dog. Can we? We can't get Squirrel Cam going, can we? I'm not sure if I can get Squirrel Cam going.
She's looking in the window, Dad.
Let me see if I can get Squirrel Cam going.
She's looking in the window.
Do we have Squirrel Cam? Oh, we're on Squirrel Cam. Hewley Cam? Where is Hewley Cam? Let's see if I've got... Nah, we don't have it. Never mind. We're just Hewley. Uh-oh, my hand. What are you going to do? I assure you. I assure you. Bring it to the gate. We'll use our... We'll make sure.
Monkey see, monkey do.
We get a piece of land, but just like my dog, we might take his hand. Hand for land. There you go. You've done a great service for the Janai.
My butt. It's so ugly.
Oh boy. This is the pause that we've been waiting for? Is this the one? Dun 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 dun. Smeagol! Darn you, Smeagol! How's that? So we're stopping at 20:34. Okay. Ooh, almost halfway through already? Holy moly. This is, I gotta say, Garrow, like one of my favorite writers on the show because he's just really good at the snappy dialogue. He's just really good at keeping it fun, keeping it moving. Yeah, it's just fun. So, all right, what do we got?
I'm in so much pain.
Nailed my paws to the T, says Spinnabreaker. Woo woo.
I'm going
Judo.
to go upstairs and get a food snack.
A food snack? All right. All right, so this is a silly question. David, Robert Davi's hands and fingers seem huge. Are as big as they seem to be. It's so hard to tell because his ego is so huge. They make his hands look very small. Papa Bear wants to know, is it weird watching yourself from 16 years ago, or is it like watching old home videos? You know what's funny? It's almost like watching someone else because it's so long ago. So you're gonna get food and check with Mom about some stuff for your giant Erratus bug bites. Erratus bug.
Hurts to walk.
I know.
It's so swollen.
Yeah, so you put stuff.
At that.
Yeah, so put stuff on them. Your giant Erratus bug bites. You're like Shepard in that episode with the bug on him. Have we done that one yet? I think we've seen that one. Okay, so Baz is gonna go scratch. It's so true. Don't go and scratch. No scratching and no TikTok. All right, I heard Robert wasn't well liked on set. What did he do? Ha ha, Kendra, you. Well, Robert and I did not get along at all. I make no bones about that. I don't even, like, it's just, some people just oil and water. They just don't get along. He has a very different approach to stuff than I did. And, I mean, I think, honestly, my biggest complaint, and it's not even a complaint about me, his dealing with me. Let's just say that makeup and hair, I have never seen the women on set wear more clothing than when Robert Davi was on set. It seemed like they went from summer attire to full winter parkas and hazmat suits, anything to look less shapely any way they possibly could. And it was that was sort of a bit, yes, it was a bit. I think he's like a movie star. He's been around for a long time. He's got a certain way of he's got a certain way of sort of, you know, holding himself, carrying himself, and also he's of a different era, right? He's of a, you know, I think he's sort of more like a sort of a rat pack type of guy than my taste in things. So anyway, so yes, but I think to me that was the most telling thing, was just there was this kind of the crew ended up sort of like bundling up and putting on headphones because of the opera sounds during setups and things. So, all right, did you and Ronan empty the canteen during a day recording? What? What was that? Okay. So I'm going to pop on over to Patreon, and I'm going to say, first off, thank you very much to DStat, our sponsor level Patreon. And if anyone else wants to join on that one, that would be fantastic. You know, basically it's basically a level that allows me to do special shout outs for people. And I originally saw it as like a business thing, but DStat seems to just like it as a way of helping us out. So very much appreciate that. And also to all of our Patreons, that's why I'm doing this stuff. That's why Baz and I wanted to sort of give back any way we could. So that's why we do these watch parties, is to say thank you to all the Patreons, to say thank you to all of the subscribers here. And as I say, Baz and I split stuff on Twitch so that so he gets pocket money. He earns his pocket money. I keep mine for Tech Bandits, and then of course Patreon is all Tech Bandit stuff. And you know what the funny thing is? I came in a really bad mood. I struggled with the cameras and the mics and snapping at Baz and stuff. And you know what? Stargate, it's just so much fun to sit down. Well, have him sit down, me stand, and watch the show. I'm just like I'm in a better mood already. Like it's just I love that it's such a family show. And I really am so excited that Baz is able to do that with us now. So, anyways, and we've started going live with these Tech Bandits things. So I've got Baz in Tech Bandits as well. So he's actually a part of the thing that he's helping to support as well, which I love. So yeah, I get a whole lot of love. And the dog thing, I don't mean to be down on the dog thing. I love the dog. Huzzah is freaking wonderful. I'm just a little overwhelmed right now with everything we need to do to get her sorted out. And as it's been a long time since I've watched Stargate. It's been a long time since I've had to train a dog because Mars was much younger. Mars was a long time ago and was he was my. I wonder if I still have it. I have a bunch of. Oh God, it's probably. I have to check out my keepsakes box, but my pass to get onto the set. You had to have a special parking pass to get on the set, and you're supposed to have a photo of yourself. I guess is their idea. I used to put in a Mars photo every time. Did you know that? That my ID to get into the Bridge Studios to film, to park my little Toyota Echo, was a picture of Mars. Like the card had a picture of Mars, and it was so funny because you'd go in and you'd be like, "Here you go." It's like, just so you know, Mars is here.
Okay, so do you know a funny story with the dog?
What was that?
So the dog hasn't been chewing the bone. She's been hiding it.
She's been hiding the bone?
So Mom found it in your pillows.
What? Seriously?
Behind all the pillows on your bed.
Oh my God.
And then, when she found it and brought it back to the dog, she started panicking. And started running up and down the stairs, trying to find a place to hide it.
Really?
And then she put it in the sink in the top floor bathroom.
No.
And Mom's gonna let her think that she hid it.
Oh my God, that's so funny. Wait a sec, do you think she's doing the Bicky game for us? Because we did the Bicky game for her, where we hid treats in the thing.
Or she's just trying to find a place to bury the bone.
Oh my God, that's next, isn't it? We'll have a hole in our AstroTurf. We have AstroTurf, which I got to say, when your dog has the runs, like our dog has the runs right now, it's so nice. It's just so great to be able to hose that sucker down. I'm just gonna say. Oh, did you get the noisiest treats you could find? Perfect. How are those? Did you get anything for your bites?
No.
You're the worst.
I got a blanket.
You look like you've got the pox. You look like you've got like smallpox.
I know, right?
Yeah, maybe you do.
No, I
don't think so. No. You've had all the things. Okay, I haven't been to the Bandits chats. Thought those were for David and the kids. So, Lady Shelley, yes, what I do is obviously the chat is open to all the Tech Bandits, people, everyone. You're all welcome in the stream chat. In the voice chat, that is just for the kids. If you have kids who do want to be involved, let me know. Get in touch, and as long as it doesn't get too crazy, I can sort of trade kids in and out or whatever. I do want to open it up. That's the whole point. Is I want to open this up. So
thanks for the bits, GovPass.
Oh yeah, thank you. Oh yeah, Grosspaz. Thank you very much. And I saw a couple of things zip by, which may have been related to like people subscribing and stuff as well. I should say thanks to that too. Hey, who is that? I see it. I saw it. Stir Fry Crazy. Thank you very much. If I missed anyone else who's done this while we went, because I'm afraid I'm so out of it. Hey, Hype Train. 132 people, dude. Oh my God. When did that happen? That's so funny. David, if Baz took martial arts, he would kick your butt, literally. Yeah. So I've got a dog biting my ass. I got my son kicking it. This is not good.
Dad, you are super far back.
He passed 7 years ago. Is that when he? Wow. And wasn't there something very tragic? Well, obviously tragic because he was so young. But was it a suicide or was it? I can't remember. There's something about Corey Montleth that I remember thinking it was very sad. If you like, I could talk to... Whoa, Seraphim. Holy mother of gifted... 10... What?
Thanks for the 10...
Oh my God. Seraphim 333. Thank you. That's very kind of you. James Gurney. If you like, I could talk to my buddies at the CDC and get Baz's bites classified as smallpox. They'll pick him up, and that will be that. Fantastic, James. That'd be amazing if you could. That would be awesome. Seraphim, thank you very much. That's there's a lot of happy Drew Bites and Mr. Jules and Mordecus's and Zippy Nightmares and Sketch Turners who are very happy with that. Thank you. And Esti Chalalana. I'm screwing up these names so badly. It was like Alma the other day was trying to say all the names, was just saying like, I give up. I'm going to get it all wrong. Monica Lake, thank you very much. All right, let me go and have a look now at our little Patreon setup. And what I do is, so for Patreons, I just, when I post, I post the little poster and the announcement a little bit early for Patreons. The idea is I just want them to be able to get some questions and stuff in if they want to. A little special treatment. And oh, by the way, and one of the things I'm doing with setting all this up is setting up the sound as well so that I can record a bunch of those Rodney McKay voice messages. So it was something that was very popular with the kids back in the day. When we were doing the show, we recorded a bunch of these, and people for years have said, oh my God, I've still got your recording and all this kind of stuff. So I thought that might be a good way of sort of giving back. So I thought, Cal says I'm crazy, but I was hoping that maybe, so for like a $5 Patreon and over, maybe that would get you one of these voice message things. So, and the idea is that what I'll do is I'll just record a bunch of.
I also think you're crazy.
Baz thinks I'm crazy too. So I thought what I'd do is I'd record like a little combination of different messages, and then a bunch of all different names, and then people could just splice them together and use them as they want. But I also want to make sure that I include all of the subscribers here as well, because I feel like everyone's been supporting us for so long now. I don't want to add anything and not give it to people who've been here for so long, because honestly, like, we've had the best freaking time, haven't we? I was just saying to everybody how I came into this. I was grumpy. I was a little depressed. I was upset and snarky, and we started watching the show. It's just been fun, isn't it? Like, it lightens things up. And the sun's come out. We're in the eye of the storm. Maybe. There you go. And maybe the dog isn't so bad after all.
Oh, the dog's barking like mad.
Yeah, the dog's barking like mad. Of course it is. Right, naturally. Okay, so let's have a look. See what we got here for the way of questions. All right, so I'm off the chat right now. So I can't see the chat. I'm only seeing the Super Soaker McKay. Is that what I wrote? Oh my God, I was so tired. It's always funny to go back and see the titles that I've written for some of these things. So Brittany Byington, as I find out, it's actually Byington, not Bington as we were doing. So it's Byington. Time for the first mid-season two-parter. In the commentaries, they often state the part one is usually setup heavy, and the second part is the payoff. What's your opinion of two-parters in general for episodic entertainment? In Stargate, it was mainly to create a cliffhanger for the hiatus, but now our binge-obsessed society, our two-parters, something episodic entertainment should continue to include. Okay, so we'll ask Baz his question in a second. But so to answer that, I think what's happened actually is it's become all about the cliffhanger now. It's no longer about two-parter cliffhangers. It's like every show has to end with a crazy cliffhanger every episode in a desperate bid to get you back for the next one. I never liked the two-parters on Stargate.
I don't see that in anime.
What was that? It works well in anime?
I don't see that in anime.
You don't? No, they usually go something happens at the end and you're like, and then you want to come back for the next one?
It happens once in a while, but...
But not everyone?
No, most episodes, it's just like, oh my God, it's just a really good show. I might continue watching it.
Huh.
And then in the middle of the season, usually they do like
a couple of dun-dun-duns. Well, that's it. So my issue with the Stargate Atlantis ones was they always read like just a really long, hour-long episode, right? But again, I would argue, like, Garrow's really good at this stuff. Garrow's really good at getting the character in it. So, this is definitely of an era when they were worried about keeping people's, enthusiasm for the show over a period where it wasn't showing. Because, of course, when you're not on television, back certainly when we were on, the concern would be that if you're off the air for a chunk of time in between, like, people forget. People get onto other shows, that kind of stuff. I mean, no one forgets McKay, of course, but So I wasn't always a huge fan of the two-parters. And also it was always just such a nightmare to shoot, because you'd end up shooting basically, normally in every show, you'd have one or two scenes that was everyone together talking about things, lots of technobabble or gold, as as Brad Wright used to call it. A lot of that sort of techno dialogue stuff. So a lot of work, very usually word heavy for me. And when you shoot an hour long episode, they lump all of that stuff together into like a day, so they could just shoot it all in one place one day. They got everyone together, do it. But when you do like a two-parter, you've got 2 hours of that stuff. So you've got multiple days sometimes where it's just day after day you're coming in just saying so much stuff. Or sometimes those days are even heavier as they try to fit them into the same amount of time, 2 episodes instead of one. So, it was the logistics of shooting 2 episodes. I find it was a bit more of a grind. But we always had a little bit more money for two-parters as well. So they were always a little bit more fun with set design stuff and special effects and things. There's always some more fun practical effects usually on the two-parters I found. So anyways. And question for Baz, what food would you want to be sure you brought with you if you went on an expedition to another galaxy? There you go. What do you think? Chips and dip?
No, a lot of instant ramen.
Instant ramen. Oh my God, for sure. I bought two, right? I bought two spicy instant ramens that I thought I could do our thing with, right? We like to take the cheap ass dollar ramen, and then we soak an egg in like soy and stuff, and basically mix it all together, make our own little like ramen. It's kind of fun. Yeah, we used to do that on nights that Mom's not home though, because Mom makes way better food. All right, what do we got? Pac Bomb says, I feel like in this episode you begin to see more of the back and forth bantering between Shepard and McKay and Radek. Which kind of became the hallmark of those relationships? Do you think this is the point where you finally began to nail down your character and the relationships between the other characters? Yeah, I would say, I think when we started, McKay was definitely on the outside. This is where I think the other characters started to get involved in that, and I think it made a huge difference when characters started reacting, well, mostly against me, but with my stuff in a way. Whereas before it was just like, oh, Rodney would say something, it'd be like, oh my God, I can't believe how inappropriate or whatever he is. Whereas now there's this great sort of banter kicks in, and again, I'll throw this out to Garrow, because Garrow just has a knack for that stuff. Like, he's just really good at picking up on very funny, like when you hear him talk, you could hear him in a lot of this stuff. The way he's got his little back and forth, his little asides, his little snarky little things, and it's just, yeah. So definitely, I feel like it's less about them nailing down McKay I think they really nailed down what McKay's place in this world was, and it's just sort of nice to see this sort of, I mean, consistently friendly, unfriendly banter. And I think this is also the Radek one where Zlenki actually got to do some stuff. And as I say, I remember we had a lot of fun just running those scenes over and over and over and over and over again, so that it could be incredibly fast, basically. So, all right, wow, serious. We've got some serious Byington trivia here. Should we wait? Here's one with the poll options. Ooh, poll options? You like polls? Yeah, you could wash your hands before you do that. The horrible, sticky hands. The storm originally aired.
I'm actually a genius. See?
You're a genius?
Put the crumbled chips in the remaining hummus.
Yeah. Shake it up. They all stick to it, and then just lick them out.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's disgusting. People are gonna watch that, just so you know. All right. So if you're gonna do polls, I'll wait till he's got his fingers clean. Did David Nichol have a challenge trying to keep up with you when the pair of you were telling Tori Weir about the lightning idea? You both talk really fast and over each other. Haha. Yeah, I mean, actually, and that's why we ran it. Was like, I think it was, if you're not used to me, then I think I think it was actually Martin Wood who suggested that. He said, just run it a bunch of times, because, I speak that fast all the time. It's very difficult to pull off those scenes where you're finishing each other's sentences. They could sound very stagey. It's very easy to write, very, very hard to do well. Between the editing and the writing and the directing, it's and then the acting, obviously. And so rehearsal is just so key in those things, being able to run them over and over and over again. And also knowing, Martin Wood, Jesus, he never cuts the camera. He's always these big swooping shots all over the place. You have to know everything. You have to know everything, and you never know when you're going to have to say it. So, is there a big need? So that was Monica Lake. Thank you, Monica. Govert versus Verlouis. Gauvert, Louis, I'm not going to try. Gauvert vers Louis. Cool name. Is there a big need you have with either tech or tech bandits that is hard to meet? An area where you could use help? It's a good question.
Well,
That is a good question.
video games. We're so happy we got Cal.
Yes, it's great to have Cal. Yeah, I mean it's been great to have Cal.
PCs.
We need 1,000 Cals. What do we need? I have to give that some thought.
With PCs, we got Jack.
Right. Yeah, Jack is
James
fantastic.
Gurney, we got for
James.
science.
James is go. Yeah. Well, look, I think we're
pretty like set down on a lot of different ones.
we're pretty set for people, if that makes sense. My biggest concern is sort of how I can make it a little bit more diverse, get it out there to people, and also. My biggest issue is organization. It's the hardest thing for me is like scheduling and like I should really have guests in all the time. I should have a schedule. I should have, and it's just one of those things that I'm just absolutely awful at. And also it's also hard for guests because we go off topic, right? So you need guests who are willing to sort of be able to sort of like go with that. Yeah, I'm trying to think what I need. Honestly, the biggest issues right now are more just like. As basically infrastructure is difficult for me, and tech basically it's just the more things we have to play and throw at the kids, the more chance there are that things will turn up that they like, that they're excited about. I really want to do some more VFX stuff with them, but yeah, honestly, anyone who's an expert in anything would be great to talk to, yeah, I think eventually I'm gonna have to figure out some kind of for want of a better word, like a staff that I can have going and setting up, setting up people like guests and topics and research and all that kind of stuff. Because there's only so much one man can do, especially with a dog, especially with this dog and this itchy child. But no, I have to think about it. I'm not sure what do we really need. I would like to spend more. I think honestly what we need the most is sort of a studio setup that I can keep in place.
You need a studio.
A studio, basically, yeah, where that can be set up and left. The problem is all of this stuff that I'm using is my stuff, and so I'm constantly having to move things around to rejig things to do different things. So yeah, in a way, I'd love to get to the point where like Twit TV is. Where This Week in Tech TV, Leo Laporte's thing is the idea of having like an actual like studio. I looked into renting spaces because I thought it would be good to have more space for the kids. Thank goodness I didn't, because I think it's a waste of money. It's also incredibly expensive to rent space here. So I would go like, well, we've got space. We got a great.
It's a waste of money?
Yeah, I think it's a waste of money because we've got a huge space here. It's not good for social distancing.
Take out like all the walls.
Well, if you want like a studio, but we also have the garage, which I'm thinking about redoing because then you could have socially distanced. You have kids come in at a social distance and have multiple 3D printers and that kind of stuff going. So basically, a makerspace that they can come into, and we can have some system where people can sort of check out time like a library.
You and me have a different setup with studio and like makerspace.
Oh, when you say studio, you mean like a big open studio type thing?
No, I mean like stuff that doesn't have all these doors, like this basement.
Yeah. I don't think Mom will let me knock down all the walls just to make a big YouTube studio. I think she likes the idea of a resale value of having like bathrooms and stuff like in bedrooms for people.
No, we have.
So you take all the walls down, all of a sudden it's like, what do you think of my bedroom? Bedroom. And then the toilet would have no walls either, which would be difficult too.
Well,
maybe keep the toilet.
Keep the toilet.
Yeah. Right. Also, some of these walls are holding up the building, which would be, So basically, we're downtown, basically, or sort of very close to downtown. We're in a nice central location, but renting spaces around here, like $6,000-7,000 a month in some cases for like a similar sized place. I also have the garage, which if I could weatherproof would be amazing, as I say, for a true open like makerspace. Because my dream world for Tech Bandits would be a makerspace that's set up as a TV studio where I can record with limited number of kids so that we're obeying COVID rules and all that kind of stuff. And even when COVID's over, if you get more kids in there, great. But the reality is having a makerspace studio where this stuff, where the things that we're doing, it could be hands-on, it can be virtual, but it can be, it can be active. It can have the kids, I miss I miss. I could see it with the kids. They get frustrated. They can't get their hands on stuff. They can't because it's all virtual right now. So, and yet at the same time, they're loving the interaction with the chat and stuff, where they can find out information about things that they just didn't, they just wouldn't have thought of
Which
before.
is why we should keep it alive.
And myself as well. Thank you very much for this seems to be sort of hype train emotes and things going on. I've been looking at the chat, so who knows? Yeah, like basically a dedicated maker breaker hacker space that kids can use on their own, but that is basically set up as a studio. And maybe there'll be kids who get to the point where they're like, I want to stream too, and they can stream from there as well. But that would be sort of my goal. And the idea is that we would just record stuff on a regular basis, like Twit TV, just constantly putting out this sort of contagious curiosity, lifelong learning, love of lifelong learning stuff. And yeah, there you go. Sorry, you got me chatting. You got me talking. I've forgotten the show. We should go back to the show, should we not? Is that fine? What's coming across as slightly rude? There's a makerspace in my town with various artists and makers who come in to use it and rent space within. Yeah, I mean, look. My thing though is that there's not a lot of spaces designed specifically for kids, and I don't mean. I've got who knows what the legal ramifications of this would be, but they need to be able to get in there and play with the 3D printers. They need to be able to break things. If they get broken, they get broken. We fix them. Like there needs to be power tools. There needs to be that kind of stuff, and obviously there needs to be people working with them, and I hope that's parents, frankly. But if not, then I'm happy to be there, and I'm happy to train other kids or have other kids come in and help each other out, because the kids learn better from other kids anyways. They learn more from me not knowing things than they do from me knowing things. So yeah, I guess I guess if I was to dream, what would I like? That's what I see. And maybe look, I wondered about maybe just doing like a Kickstarter one day and just like saying, okay, we're gonna just completely revamp this and put in like a tunnel or something that takes us to the garage and put an extra story on the garage and have like a whole like maker clubhouse studio thing. Like that would be just like a dream, but we'll see. You start small, and right now we've just started going live with the streams, and I'm really enjoying it. Trying to figure out how to sort of wrangle the kids and the chat at the same time and all that kind of stuff. So, McKay's voice, Lady Sheila says I'd support a Kickstarter for that. Well, look, one of the other things about the Patreon thing was originally started so that the kids' parents could pay, could if they had money donate towards having their kids in this thing, and then of course you fabulous people all jumped in and started doing it as well. So, are you scratching? Hey, I got called out on scratching. Or did you fall asleep? Did you fall asleep? Oh no. Oh dude. You're that tired. Antihistamines, baby. Oh boy. Alright, let's go back to the show. When schools are back, see if you can score a computer lab or something after school tech bandits. Yeah, I mean I was before COVID, there was a strike. So I had the kids here because we couldn't do it at the school. Because the teachers weren't allowed to be a part of anything that whatever the deal was. I don't know it drives me crazy that there's any kind of things happening with kids' education. The irony being that one of the things they were fighting was against more online education, and of course then we had COVID and it's entirely shut down. So now they're all online education. But there's something really great about the online component, because kids like Baz spends all of his time online talking to his friends through various different means like Discord. So I've started using Discord because that's what they use when they're gaming and stuff. So let's talk to them on the platforms that they're used to, that they like. Acknowledge the fact that they're dual screening. Yeah, great, you're dual screening. What are you playing? Like let's find inroads there for teaching them stuff. There's no point in we've got to understand that especially during a COVID crisis like this, the kids are on. They have a window to the internet. They have every game, every movie, every possible indulgence available online, and you're asking them to go to this window and listen to a teacher talk who may not be the best teacher in that subject. I think the most important thing right now is just to get them excited about learning anything. So that's the whole point of this stuff. So, all right. Where I live, we are going virtual learning in one county, then 20 minutes the other direction, in person, no mask required. America. Yes, something so sweet about sleeping kids. Yeah, and sleeping dogs too. I'm just going to throw that out there as well. Yeah, I mean, we've been sort of keeping track of America a bit. We've I've got friends down, obviously in California and LA, and it's just it's extraordinary to hear. I mean, I think we have to be vigilant up here though too, because I think we could very easily become sort of complacent. And the number of times I've gone out and went, oh my god, I didn't bring my mask, and have to go back and get my mask or whatever. Like it's got to the point where it's easy to forget. It's beautiful weather, and not everyone's wearing them, so it's a little better up here. But I think with the masks and stuff, but it just takes a couple of people, right? So anyways, all right, enough of this miserableness. Let's go back to a wonderful world of true misery. As McKay ends up getting a lot. You'll like this, Baz. You're gonna start seeing me getting beaten up a bit. All right, so just so everyone knows, we're at 2034. Okay, 2034. And so I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, go. All right, we're back. Well, now I'm scratching. Wait a sec. What? Oh man, I wish I had some of those microscopes. That's the lab. That's the lab I want for Tech Bandits. Like screens, big screens, lots of microscopes and telescopes and computers for them to play on, and I think it should just be like, I want it to be like an Aladdin's cave of all sorts of different tech stuff that they can be playing with. So that's it. So right now it's all going to the ocean. You get that, Bess? So the electricity right now is being grounded into the ocean. We're going to say, let's use it. Giant capacitors. Somewhere in between? Dismissive. It's a lot of walking. Right. Yes. So a lot of walking. Brisk walk. By walk, I mean run. I like the way I sent him to the furthest ones. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There's a storm. Oh, yeah. Bring it on. Now, are they actually getting wet? They don't look very wet. Hey, they're not wet. Even Major Shepherd. And plenty of water. That's a terrible accent. I really hope he's right. Oh boy. So either Beckett's wimping out, or he's made a very smart decision. Lightning strikes. But that's good. We want lightning strikes, right? Earth to Baz. Hello, Major Baz. Oh my God, I remember this set. They could totally flood this set, right? So they could put water. Oh, you'll see. They had like wind machines. They had water. It was insane. They could basically submerge this. Well, not submerge it, but certainly up to your knees, maybe. Well, maybe your ankles. Bit slow. We sent it to the hardest one possible. Nice. Look how relaxed I am just walking down the stairs. I'm in the transporter. Poor Shepherd. We just sent him out into like the absolute worst part of the storm. There we go. Ooh, they're having some hard time with that. Oh yeah. Hey, it looks like the TARDIS. It looks like the inside of the TARDIS. That's what it reminds me of. Doesn't it? Doesn't it look like the inside the console in the TARDIS? Roger that. There we go. What the? They've got an IDC. Uh-oh. Don't do it. Don't do it. Let's get the okay first. Don't lower the shield. Don't do it. Don't do it. Ooh. I just noticed they made me tuck my shirt in. That's no attack party. I mean, that's no. Oh my god! Except for dun dun dun. Oh, dude. Hey, Ryan. That's Ryan. I think you've met Ryan in Australia way back when. Oh boy, he's so mean. That Kolya, he's mean. I got used to those guns. So freaking heavy. So heavy. She was lovely too, this actress as well. They could have been overpowered. It's better to shoot them. Oh boy. Secure the room. Go for it. But good luck. Oh yeah, there you go. He's pretty happy. Look at that. That's a happy Davi. Now, despite all of my not particularly liking him, he's very good. That's the problem. He's very good at playing villains. Wraith related. And now, we'll get in there and go, oh my god, wait a sec. Oh boy. What the hell is going on? Oh my gosh. Here we go. Dr. Elizabeth Weir. How you doing, lady? Yeah. You must be. Maybe. Maybe. Normally McKay would be jumping all over that. Like, that's me. Major Shepard, he's not available to come to the comms right now. They're Janai. The Janai. Atlantis is ours. Oh, shoot. We are in control of Atlantis. Dun, dun, dun. With these feet. Uh-oh. That is not a good sign. They're in control of Atlantis, but who's in control of the storm? Nobody! Dun, dun, dun. There we go. Gate ship 1. Mr. Shepard. I mean, Colonel Shepard? I always get. I've never been good at the military. He's grabbing a jumper. And a little funny device. The little Game Boy. Jumper 2. We can't come to the phone right now either, because we're in the middle of a storm. Uh-oh. That's not good. Grenades? Uh-oh. Yes, the Jedi! The A-bomb guys. The A-bomb a-holes. That... Oh, not McKay. That's the ultimate... Not another takeover Atlantis. I hate it when this happens. We're no flying for this. We're taking hostages. It's a terrible, idiotic idea now. Dr. Beckett. Taylor is shutting it down. Oh my god. What the heck? He's got rope. He should have come in with like a chicken. He could have come in with like, young passengers? Look out. Yeah, young passengers. Always bad news. We there yet? Uh-oh. Stay put. I'll handle it. I got rope and this canister I keep putting in the bag.
It's a smoke.
Good luck. Jack and Kaz says, "Are you on Discord?" Ford, Lady Shelley says, "Ford bugged me in this one." What bugged you about Ford in this one? Oh, there you go. He's enjoying the wind. There you go. There's some poor grip member shaking that tree somewhere. I think someone said that they found, like in one of the episodes, they actually found, or they noticed that there was like a crew member shaking a tree in the background of one of the shots. Maybe it was this one. Silence. Oh, right. That was the other thing. I forgot about that. Oh my God, he was so slow to pick up dialogue lines. That's right. He would wait and wait and wait. You'd be like, oh my God, dude, they're not going to cut. Just get on with it. Everything. Strong drink and weak minds. They considered it. But because Atlantis. Oh yeah, the C4. Remember they wanted the C4 to blow up stumps. Is that finished, that bag? That's lying on the ground? Okay, all right. Yeah. The strength of my revolve. See, he's so good at creepy. Because he's just kind of creepy. He's got a like wonderful face. He's just got this like it's just. I'm telling you, he's like he's movie star villain. You know what I mean? Where was Major Shepard? Here we go. Look at that little Canadian flag just moving around in the background there. See when it cuts to her. There's my little Canadian flag sticking out there. I'll bet you the camera department was like, "Can you just go over just a little bit so we can see the Canadian flag?" They're always big on trying to get their Canadian flags in when they could. Because, you know, Canadian crew. Whoa. McKay does not look happy. Huh? See what I did? See what I did? I leaned on the communications thing. What? Oh, sorry. Me? I was leaning. Just happened to be leaning on this thing that turned on the communications. All of it. All your medical supplies. We want everything. Exactly. He probably will. To be honest, he probably will. Yeah. Great. Yeah, we just got a closet full of C4. You'll love it. My men and women. Show my men. What about the women there? She's the one with the biggest gun. She's got that big,
Dad,
that really cool.
When you say "so my men," men could also be known as like a group of people.
I know, but we're saying now that we should not immediately assume that it's male, because it just by the nature of the language.
You know that it's not all men.
Well, we do, yeah, but that's so. Why would you then say men?
Because what else do you say?
When you say my soldiers, my attack force, my people. Hmm?
The people.
But why men? Men is a male word.
God,
You know.
oh my
Yeah. Wait a sec. You're the one who got me all woke on this stuff, and now he's like, yeah, Dad. Stop trying to save the world with your changing of languages. Oh boy. Not yet. Uh-oh! What the heck? He's got a knife. What are you gonna do? Dun-dun-dun-dun. Should we pause it here, or do you want to keep going? Keep going? Oh, he wants to keep going. Baz isn't. He won't admit it, but he's actually quite interested.
Oh, I am.
I used to love those screens, by the way. So there's a projector projecting it onto the screen. So there's like a projector, like they were always trying to hide the projector to find the right angle to get that lit. Very cool. Oh, what you doing? Just gotta. Where is Taylor Amag? They're gonna fight. Baz is scratching, says K. Michael. What? Were you? I can go back. It's recorded. Okay, Michael. Are you finished? Because you are finished.
Wait, Karen Michael, where am I?
Oh, right, of course. Taylor was with her dad when her dad died, right? So she's going to hate her. And there's the Wraith USB drive.
Can you just fake it?
Well, you'll see. Oh boy, what's going on here? Look at that. Some good weapons. Come on, you're going to avoid all that?
2 bazookas?
The 2 bazookas. C4. Uh-oh. Somebody's taking all the C4. Who could it be? They only left this. I don't know what to do with it. It's like, we found this. We can't make it go. Make the magic box go. He's bitten by mosquitoes. Yes. 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 He's been bitten alive by mosquitoes at a socially distanced outdoor movie watching. Hey, Goya. Oh, look at this. Isn't that the coolest bridge? That's the bridge from Blade 2. There you go, Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean's back. You got the 411 now, Mr. Clean. There you go. He's good. He's good. This guy's good. He's good. I would. What? Ah, D. Uh-oh. All right. Not anymore. Why raid a city when you can seize it? Good line. Good line. Yeah. You choose. There you go. He's good, isn't he, Davi? He films well. Oh boy. That's some serious rain. The other problem with doing scenes in these things is that because of all the rain, you often have to redo all the dialogue later. That's that Smeagol guy. Son. You're not going anywhere, son. A lot of lightning, though. Here we go. Look at these magic computer boxes. Make them tell me the secrets of the universe. Now what? You're right, this is all set up. But it's kind of fun setup, I think. You know? Yes. Exactly. So, who? Ah. Slowly. They're waking pretty fast, judging by what we saw. Oh boy. Oh boy. It's true, though. We did wake all the Wraith, right? I'm not sure I would be doing this.
They were going to wake anyway in the next...
Well, they're going to wake, but they were going to wake in, like, what is it, like 100 years, not like right now.
No, they were going to...
They were going to wake anyways, you think? Okay. All right. Yep. And get the hell out. That's true. We did have a lot of tablet computers. It's so true. So what's it? So 110 knots is 126 miles per hour. Hey, it's Corey again. That's so sad. It's weird to think that kid. I mean, he was a kid. That kid's no longer around. Here we go. Now what? Here we go. Here we go. Well, I lied. Uh-oh. Now she's feeling guilty. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh, it's so funny to see these graphics. His ancient device, he knows that they're here, right? So the ancient device has just given them away, right? Is that right? So he's seen, yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, that's right. I got wounded. What happened to that? Didn't he wound me?
He did for the info.
Didn't I get... Is that because I gave the information away or something? I can't remember what happened there. I feel like, oh, that's a cool looking gun. I like that. Oh, he's dead. Nice. The old jump and roll. The old jump and roll and kill everybody. Oh, I thought he was checking his pulse to make sure he was still alive. I was like, you shot him, buddy. Oh, no. Way to go. What the heck? It's got darky
there. Keep it off. Keep it off.
Let me tell you what you did wrong. Lost 2 of your men and you shot up our TARDIS. How will we get the TARDIS working again? McKay's going to get mad. It's true. Oh boy, you don't want to lose credibility with Shepard. Here he goes. Now McKay's going to yell at them. The arm thing is unclear, isn't it? Do you know why my arm's hurting? Do you know why my arm's hurting? Okay.
Remember you were cut because you were...
They were torturing me to find out information, yeah. What? Don't say goodbye to Dr. Weir. No, we like Dr. Weir. Don't say, no, we like Dr. Weir. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Oh boy. Kolya, don't do it, buddy. Don't do it. Don't do it. McKay, leap at them. Stop them. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And here comes the storm. Oh, it's not looking good. This would be a terrible time to stop the episode, don't you think? Kolya! Oh, I was expecting a Kolya! Look at that. How's that for a... Oh, dun, 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 dun. Okay. We are to be continued. What do you think, Baz? He's like, I'm sort of awake. Come on, that's a pretty good setup, though, right?
Yeah.
Now we're like... So next episode is just like boom, boom, boom. It's like this stuff happened the whole time.
I think I'm going to let you talk. I'm going to...
You're gonna go doze? You gonna go get dozy?
Yeah, maybe doze. Probably.
Yeah. Maybe doze. Or maybe game. No gaming, really.
Well, yeah.
You look a little pale, I gotta say.
Probably.
Do you think they took too much blood? Maybe you're like... Maybe they...
Probably some gaming, but yeah, no.
Maybe they sucked so much blood out of you.
I don't want to leave you guys for gaming. I will stay watching and I will definitely be in chat for the whole result.
Get out of here. Go on. Thank you for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed it. And why don't you give us a little summation of what you thought? What do you got? With the good parts, the bad parts? What do you like? What do you not like? Go. Obviously, McKay's fantastic.
Happy you seem... McKay seems less lonely in this episode.
Really? Seems obsessed with this loneliness thing.
You just seem really lonely.
Aww.
Which I'm happy that you don't seem as much.
Right. So I feel like I'm more a part of the team now? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Well, they've learned to respect me.
I feel like you and Zelenka have like a really funny connection.
Oh, well, that's why I call it the Zelenka bot. Like everyone calls it what is it called? The chat? What's it called here?
Zelenka.
Yeah, we call it the Zelenka bot, basically.
Which I really, really enjoy.
What? A single mosquito will drink up to 6 pints of blood? That can't be possible, James. They'd never be able to fly, surely.
What's it like seeing Dad on the TV?
Amazing.
I
In
gotta
awe.
say, I'm not used to this dad. It's not, I don't see him as my dad. I see him as McKay. It's not the dad I ever grew up with, or remember growing up with. So yeah, I don't see that as much as my dad as I would in Children's
Is that a good
Water.
thing?
McKay.
Wouldn't it be nice to have McKay as your dad? No, probably not.
I like you.
All right, get out of here. Go
McKay
chill.
would probably be too smart for me.
Yeah, McKay's true. Yeah.
I wouldn't
What?
wanna-
Wait a sec. What do you say? What? McKay would be too smart.
And I'll
for me.
leave on
And I'll
that.
leave on that. But don't. But shh. All right, love you, buddy. Thank you very much. Enjoy your time. How are we doing for time, by the way? Because I've got to do my. I've got Stargates to. Oh God, I got some
Mom
time.
is out walking the dog.
Oh, she is.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because the dog has been cool.
Oh man, that dog. We had a big argument this morning about the dog too. Because I was like, it's got to be trained more, and I was getting all freaked out. All right, I love you, buddy.
I'm gonna go and sleep in my gaming chair.
Yeah, while you're playing video games, I'll bet.
No.
Love you, buddy. Thank you much. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for inviting you. Oh, no worries, buddy. Wouldn't do it without you. All right, nap time. I don't know that it's nap time. I got to say, I think it's more likely gaming time. Good morning from New Zealand, buddy love. Burn. That's the best zinger ever. Baz is very good at the zingers. It's true. All right, we should do some. Should we do some of the? Oh, we didn't get a chance to do the trivia. Okay, what do we got here? So we got some trivia here from Byington, Brittany Byington. Okay, so we got trivia question 1. The Storm originally aired on the 17th of September, 2004. Oh my God, that long ago. Which was actually during the most intense real-life storm of the 2004 Atlantic hurricane season. This storm was the only Category 5 of that year. What was the storm's name? Was it A, Charlie, B, Francis, C, Ivan, or D, Genie? What? Really? There you go. So I'll repeat it again. The storm originally aired 17th of September 2004, actually during the most intense real-life storm of the 2004 Atlantic hurricane season. This storm was the only Category 5 of that year. What was the storm's name? Was it A, Charlie, B, Francis, C, Ivan, or D, Genie? Genie? Is it Genie or Jeanne? Jeanne? I'm not sure, whatever. Jeanne. I've never been good at pronouncing names. All right, so that's our first of 3 trivia questions. Thank you, Brittany, for that. What do we got? So it can't be F that late in the year. So letter I, Ivan. Really? Katrina was 05. Ivan? People seem to be going with Ivan a lot. I can't tell if Baz is saying David is a good actor or he's aged. I think he might be saying both. I think the storm that knocked out my power was for like 5 days. But do you remember what it was called? Ivan. Everyone's going with Ivan. Bertley says correct answer is Ivan. C. Well done. Calrier. Are storm's first letters date dependent? Are storm's first letter date dependent? Don't they just go alphabetically, I think, aren't they? Isn't that just that they work their way through the alphabet every time? So if depending on how many hurricanes you've had that year, so it depends on what the naming convention will be. All right, what do we got? Next one. Thank you for these, by the way. All right, so trivia question 2. The storm is actually not the first time we've heard about the Manarians. Manarians? Is it Manarians? The people who take in most of the Atlantis expedition during the storm. Smeagol! They were mentioned previously as a people with which one of the Stargate teams established a trade for food. Which character brokered the alliance between the Manarians and Atlantis? Was it A, Bates, B, Doran, C, Stackhouse, or D, Weir? Again, the question. The storm is actually not the first time we've heard about the Manarians. Am I saying that right? Manarians? Should check the chat. The people who take in the most of the Atlantis expedition during the storm. They were mentioned previously as a people with which one of the Stargate teams established a trade for food. Which character brokered the alliance between the Manarians and Atlantis? Was it A, Bates, B, Doran, or Doran, C, Stackhouse, or D, Weir? There we go. They're getting harder. They're definitely getting harder, these trivia things. So we got a lot of Bates. We've got a Taylor. We've got a Darren. But mainly Bates so far. One Stackhouse. More Bates than anything else right now. The guys with the underground nukes and triangle guns. I love those triangle guns, I gotta say. The underground Bates team. Bates team. Correct answer is A, Bates. Thank you, Bertley. No one should know this, you nerds. Cal. Love y'all. I don't know this. Like, I don't know any of these. So it's great. I'm glad that people are actually have, the reasonable guesses at them. Okay, trivia question number 3 from Bertley. This is not the last time we hear of the Minarians either. They are mentioned in a future episode as taking in refugees from what planet? Athos. A, Athos. B, Balar. C, Tyrannus. D, Satida. Remember, chat, no spoilers in the comments, please. What do you mean no spoilers in the comments? You mean, like, don't spoil, like, episodes later? So, not the first time we've heard of the Minarians. They are mentioned in a future episode as taking in refugees from what planet? A, Athos. B, Balar. C, Tyrannus. D, Satida. And please don't ruin it for everyone. Well, although I say that, the show's been, come on, 15 years. I think there's got to be, if you're spoilers now, you're in trouble. And what else we got? So what do we get? We got an answer to that first? We'll get an answer for that one. What do we got? So Satida, Mars, says K. Michael, Talos, Manarians. Is it Manarians? I don't think I ever had to say it. It's unlikely that I will know how to say any of these if I haven't had to say them on the show. And even when I've said them on the show, even then I can get them wrong. It was kind of a joke on the set, was that whoever was the first actor to say the name of a planet or a people or a technology, that was this, you had basically established how everyone else had to say it. Because once you'd said it that way, they don't want to reshoot it or revoice it. So basically, it was sort of always kind of fun to sort of come up, like, you'd be like, has anyone else said this yet? Anyone? All right, fine, I'm saying it this way, and that's the way it is. It was great. So, okay, so what do we got? Have we got answers yet? Correct answer is D, Satida. I thought it might be. I'm just saying. If you're here and you've not finished SGA, there's something wrong. It's true. It's true. Well, maybe not. I mean, it's possible. Planet Bruce. Home of the Bruce. Home of the Brave. All right. Did you already watch the episode The Game? Not yet. Oh, wait. Yeah. Satida because of Trinity. Yes. Well, I knew it couldn't be Planet Bob. There you go. The Game is in season 3. Dead Pixel says, I've only watched the series twice. Need to step up my game. I've only watched, this will be the second time I've watched most of them. Some of them, this may be the first time. Because as we got later into the season, I just have time. I never got to watch it. No, it's Belkin. What? Really? Okay, so I saw there were a couple other things that shown up in Patreon, so let me hop in here. It says, Monica Lake says, David, I've done those. I've done them. I've gone ahead. Nope. So Monica Lake says, were the jumper scenes on set or on location? Usually, I can almost guarantee you they would have been shot in the studio, because almost every interior we ever did was shot. There was a couple of times in the first season when we didn't shoot them in the studio, but for the most part, it was shot in the studio. It's just so much easier, right? And you've got control over the wind and the rain, all that kind of stuff. But we put it on to fall asleep. Really? You put on Stargate to fall asleep? Nice. Planet Bob's from Titan AE. I need to get Stargate Landers on Blu-ray. I just downloaded them all from iTunes. I bought the whole. I can't believe I had to buy it. I bought the entire HD collection because I knew Baz was probably going to want to watch it. And then I've actually been trying to rip it because I want to make my own little. I want to make little McKay gifs. And I also want to have it for my demo reel, right? I like the idea of having like a sort of a historical document of all of the grab my favorite scenes and have them. But I've just had so many problems with trying to rip them from iTunes because of course they don't like you doing that. So David, thanks for doing this and answering all our crazy questions. You're welcome, Monica Lake. It's a pleasure. Absolutely. As I say, honestly this cheers me up. I was in a freaking bad mood and I'm in a much better mood now. So thank you, which is good because I'm going to be gearing up for my evening of Stargate Phoenix, which I, as someone said, I'm probably not supposed to talk about. I didn't sign anything about it. I don't think. All right. Thanks for playing along with the trivia. Do we like multiple choice? Look, I love the multiple choice. Now, if Baz was not, partially conscious, I think he would have had a great time doing the polls on that. But as I say, he's a little woozy. My God, yeah. Actually, it's been a woozy day because poor Jane. So I've been making bread, which is fantastic, delicious bread because I made it. But it's kind of tough to cut. So she was cutting it with the serrated edge of the knife, and oh God, got her finger, and it's just gross. But I have this new trick where you just use super glue. So I super glued her back together again. She was not convinced. I super glued her back together again, and I don't think she's even gonna have a scar because it's such a nice, clean cut. You get super glue in there and just stick it together. It's great. So there you go. Have I ever played D&D? I have played D&D. In fact, Rescue the Northern Shaman. Reese the Northern Shaman. I have played D&D years and years and years and years ago. And I couldn't get people to play with me, so I wrote Dungeon Master programs for my Commodore 64 in BASIC. I used to have random dice rolls and all sorts of stuff, and I would play these games by myself because I think I was just too embarrassed to ask anybody to play with me. Like, all of my friends were kind of like, I had like cool friends and nerdy friends, and my nerdy friends were all into like train sets and films and stuff. They didn't really do Dungeons and Dragons. And then my cool friends were all like, what's the latest album by, Duran Duran or whatever. Did you listen to CFNY last night? We used to like record. We used to like record the new music shows that came out so that you could then sort of boast about having discovered bands that no one ever heard from again. So yeah. HR Pugs says, thank you, David. Look forward to rewatching episodes along with everyone. It is kind of fun, isn't it? Talk to Critical Role. See if you can get on as a guest. Oh, Critical Role, it's very funny. I know one of the guys from Critical Role. Eden, one of my best friends. I don't just have one best friend. I have multiple best friends, and is married to Sam's sister. And so I know Sam. I actually I recorded a little piece for Critical Role before they made $70 million on their animated film or whatever, which is such good timing. Oh my God. Like, before a pandemic, earn the money for a animated, brilliant. We should have oh my gosh, a Tech Bandits animated show. Oh my geez. That would be cool. Do like a Krat Brothers type thing. Oh, that would be amazing. I just thought of that. Okay, glad you were here. You were here when I thought of that. Glad my husband is geeky enough to tell me that what D&D is because I had no idea. Really, Becca? You've never heard of Dungeons and Dragons? Wow. Would you ever consider being a guest for a group sometime? What do you mean guest for a group? What does that mean? Like for a D&D game? Well, get this. This is what I thought I would do is to get back into D&D. I'd sort of like grabbed a few books and started reading and looking at YouTube videos and stuff because I'm a little obsessive about this stuff. And then this Stargate RPG came out, which is based on the 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. I was lucky enough that they talked to me about it, and I said, look, I'd love to play because frankly, I'd like to learn how to play Dungeons and Dragons again. It's been 40 something years since I played. So, and literally, yeah, oh my God, it's been over 40 years since I played Dungeons & Dragons. I don't remember a freaking thing. And I didn't even play it properly back then because, as I say, I had a Commodore 64 as my Dungeon Master. But anyway, so I've been dying to get back into it. I thought it would be really fun to do with a kid. And then this RPG came up with Wyvern Gaming. And so I thought, you know what? I really want to play with James. I feel like James Gurney would be a really good Gate Master because he just likes laying out, like I've seen his like Minecraft stuff and just his, so I think he would be great to do it. He's downloaded and read the beta manuals. And then he was actually suggesting as a fundraiser, you could do, we could actually have people come in and play games with us and maybe we could raise money that way. Although I just honestly, just for the love of, just to get back into D&D and to get my kid excited about that, I thought it would just be fun, like maybe just to do James, myself, and Baz, just to play a little game so it moves along really quickly. There's no pressure. Except on James, of course, to make it entertaining for me and to explain everything. So I thought we would do that, but then this RPG thing came up with Wyvern. I thought, okay, I got to do this because then that's like straight from the horse's mouth, from the Stargate's Event Horizon, I will get the lowdown on how to play this game. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm actually doing that this afternoon. So very good. Wolves Den is 40. Got into D&D 2 years ago, and now I write for it. Life is weird. I freaking love it. So when you say you write for it, you're writing like professionally, or you're writing Dungeon Master stuff for people to play? My dude, D&D is super popular now. I would love to see you play fantasy version of McKay. Yeah, see, that's what's so funny is it's like, in a way, I'm a little worried that the RPG might be too restrictive because it is just the Stargate lore. And I know Baz, I don't want to limit Baz's imagination on this stuff, right? Like, I want him to be able to go like, I am a whatever. So I'm curious to see how flexible we can be with this stuff. I really like their approach, though. If you go to Wyvern Gaming, by the way, you can download the beta, all this kind of stuff. So, but I really like their approach because they're approaching it like a TV show. So they're like calling them like episodes. So you're instead of going on like a quest, you would go on an episode, and so they would sort of break it up like that. So you almost get to write your own episodes or perform your own episodes, which would be kind of fun. But I believe they're saying that they're doing. I can't remember what season. James, do you remember what season they said they were doing? They were saying they were basing it on like I can't remember whether it was season 6 SG1 or I can't remember exactly what it was. But so Wolves Den writes third-party publisher 5e rule set. Wow. Well, then Wolves Den, you should get in touch with Wyvern because they're working on this game, season 6. Thanks, James. See, I told you, James knows his stuff. Not only about viruses and how to stay alive in a pandemic, but also gaming. So so it's based on season 6 SG1 right now. They will be releasing, I believe, an Atlantis version as well at some point, but right now it's SG1. So, and I'm trying to decide. I'll ask you. What do you think? I think it'd be funny instead of being a scientist like McKay. I think I should like be a warrior because I'd be so bad at it. I just feel like it would be funny. Like I feel like I should be like full on like Ronan in the game. But of course, it's me playing it, so it ain't gonna be Ronan. It's gonna be definitely more sort of like more eel than Aquaman, if that makes sense, or more wet fish, cold fish, more sushi than Aquaman. Anyways, I just thought it might be kind of fun to just go completely opposite as opposed to trying to do McKay in SG1. I thought maybe it might be fun to like play like a go with a be a gold or I don't know if you can be a systems lord. I don't think you can on these. I think you have to probably earn that or something. Anyways, I don't know. James, what do you think? You should be an Unas fighter. Really? Okay. All right. Yeah, I could see that maybe. I flicked through all the different things, but I got lost. Be sure to have a collectible McKay figurine. I've got Baz has one kicking around somewhere. I don't know where. I got them on the wall. I'm not taking them out of their packaging. Forget that. They're worth a fortune now. They're worth their weight in gold. I would totally see McKay become an artificier if he was transported to a fantasy world. I'm feeling like if you want to be someone who's not McKay, then go with a Tok'ra. Yeah, a McKay mini would be awesome. You want to play Doctor. I was thinking actually about playing a Doctor too, because that's always funny. In the Stargate Atlantis Legacy books, McKay gets turned into a Wraith. Yeah, so I should be like there aren't Wraith in this yet, I don't think. I thought McKay was very brave considering he was only a techie. Exactly, it's a full-time job. It's all very well for people who've been trained to be brave. People who haven't been trained to be brave, when they're brave, it's amazing. So is there Stargate Funko Pops? There aren't, Jack and Cass. It's funny, I actually there's this amazing, I think there are a couple who made me this. This is like one of my, I'm haunted by this. They made this gorgeous pop figure long before you could do your own customized pop things. They painstakingly built this beautiful McKay pop figure. They even built a little box and they put the design up. They made it it was perfection. And I had all this stuff to bring back home with me. And I said I think it was at San Diego. No, it was at Dragon Con. It was Dragon Con. So they presented me at Dragon Con. I was blown away. But I had all this stuff to bring. And I said, I gave it to somebody, to one of the handlers or something. I said, please, 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 you've got to get this to me. Here's my address. Here's all the information. I literally, there's just nowhere. I can't. It's like that. It was the final thing for me. I can't remember what it was. I think Jane had ordered some stuff I had to bring back with me or something. I can't remember what it was. Anyways, but they said, no, we'll just send it to you. Never got it. I don't know whether they sent it, whether it got lost, or what the deal was. So I've lost. It's somewhere in limbo, somewhere out there is this perfect little pop McKay figure, and it had a little ZPM. It was gorgeous, and I'm actually using it as my what's it called? Roll-20. My Roll-20 profile picture is this little Funko Pop that's not a Funko Pop. So, Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean, there's so much to catch up on. I am in the man cave. Not the man cave, the fan cave, Pac Mom. Come on. It's not just for the men. It's all nerd. We welcome all nerds here. It's the fan cave. So yes, I've moved from this wall to between the windows because first off, I get a little bit of greenery. I feel like not quite so locked down as we are in fact still in lockdown. This window here, it can be used for plants. I've got Baz's old desk over here because it doesn't sound like he's coming back. So I've set that up as a workbench. And also this works really nicely because once I've got things sorted out, I can have the CNC or the laser cutter and the Prusa printers in the background. So it seems more conducive for Tech Bandits. Well, I've got the soldering station. I've just set up so I got a light here. I was worried about lighting, and I was like, so I thought, well, I should just use the robot arm. So now I've got robot lighting, which is really fun. So I can basically light what I need to as I need to, but it's all done by my robot arm there, which I quite like. So there you go. You just shine that at you. Woo, yeah. So kind of enjoying that. Yeah, I'm having some fun with it. And Jane was amazing because sometimes I get a little bit I chase my own tail on these things. So she came down. She's like, okay, what do you need to do? Just focus on that. And of course, what was I need to do? Set up for the stream today, and of course I had failed in that. And actually, you know what? Oh my gosh! Speaking of which, what time is it? Because I got to go do some. I got me some RPGing to do. First, I got to do the RPGing. 4:08. Yes, I better go get ready. Okay. James Grady says we can homebrew some rules for more Atlantis stuff for D&D 5e players. The Stargate RPG has a couple of unique takes on the core rules. The best thing, in my opinion, is how failure is handled. Failing to deduce lore or science gives you a resource pool to do better later. Really good idea to build the story as a TV show. They also want to do a live campaign. Not sure how they will do that, but stories and groups will be written into the lore. That's great. McKay was always my favorite because he actually had character development. I did a rewatch recently, and it's hard to watch him in SG1, believe me. But I find it hard just because of all that hair. The hot spoon technique. It denatures the protein that makes you itch. Run water over the spoon. Run water hot. Put the spoon under it until it's hot. Put it on the bite as long as you can. Really? That sounds like torturing my son. My son won't let us anywhere near him. Have fun. See you all for the next episode of SGU. SGU? What? SGA. SGU. So yes, I should go because I've got to go. I got to go set up. I'm not sure what I'm setting up exactly. I'm going to use Roll-20, which I've never used before. So we'll see how that goes. I think I might actually. Oh my gosh, you might actually see me sitting because I don't think I'm standing for 3 hours as I stream our RPG. I just don't think. Don't know if you have Tiger Bomb. Oh my gosh. So Tiger Bomb. When I was working on Kung Fu, The Legend Continues, we worked in a morgue, and the smell was so horrible because I was the coroner. We used to put Tiger Balm under our nose just so we could smell something other than dead bodies and formaldehyde and stuff. So, I am Fumbles Finger, SGA. Saren Smith. I thought you were actually razzing us there. It was actually good. Nikki Elder, Lady Shelder. Lady Shelley says Nikki Elder. Yes, that's right. That's who I was. All right, everybody. Look, thank you so freaking much. Grove Spaz, thank you so much for streaming. These streams are fun, wholesome, chock full of cool behind-the-scenes stuff. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you for doing these. Can't wait till we stream again. Thank you, David. Goodbye to infinity and beyond. Cheers, legend. Thank you. It's a full-time job. I'd miss it without my legend. You know what I mean? Yes, seriously, everybody. I'm going to do a big shout-out to Cal because I know she hates it when I do this. But, Cal, thank you. You know what for everything. I love me, my Cal. And to everybody, yeah, seriously, like the fact that you've got me so excited about the Tech Bandit stuff because I can sort of dream on a level for Tech Bandits that I could not have done by myself. Oh my, I'm getting verklempt. I could not, I just couldn't do it. Like, we're in the middle of a pandemic. I can't afford to buy USB microscopes. I can't afford to sign up for Minecraft Realms so that the kids can have their own little safe environment for playing and chatting. And I'm gonna be I'm looking at some cameras and some capture cards and stuff so I can set up a studio. I know I sound so cheesy, but the reality is I truly like these. I do these partially because I really enjoy them, but also just because thank you. It's fantastic. All right, get out of here. Oh, stop it. Go on. You're gonna make me cry. Get out of here. I love you all. Scotchbox VR. Thank you very much. Gracias, amigos. No, gracias Dios. Gracias. Gracias Dios. Do you mix them together, really? All right. David, thank you again. Love being able to support the Bandits. It's wonderful. Pac-Bomb, you're wonderful too. Thank you very much. I haven't edited any of my stuff yet, so don't feel that you're missing out on anything. I've yet to. I mean, one of the great things about going live with Tech Bandits is that I don't have to edit, which means things actually get put live. So, as I say, putting live, I will put this up on YouTube as soon as I can. And I'm glad you enjoyed it. So I should probably say, oh my God, I guess I look, it's funny. I talk about sending the dog back. The reality is I just can't imagine doing it because I freaking love this dog. So I will say it this way. I will say thank you very much. And until we geek again, not cheerio this time, but until we geek again, huzzah! See everybody. Thanks again. We'll see you in 2 weeks. But in the meantime, see you Tuesday for a chat if you feel like it. Tech Bandits are Wednesday and Friday mornings. So yeah, come by. But it's not always all Stargate, but sometimes that's a good thing. It's nice to come back to the Stargate for sure, but it's kind of nice to be chatting about real science and stuff as well. So until we geek again, huzzah!